News. Welcome back. Most people don't love dealing with weeds and brush, but goats, well, they're pros. MTN's Carolyn Weiss has more on a helpful herd in tonight's Montana Ag Report.
There's a whole herd of goats in St. Ignatius ready to get grazing.
Goats are tough, and most people hate goats. And everybody has the story of the goat was on the hood of my truck or whatever.
Will Powell knows goats, and he wants more people to know what he knows about them.
They can be a pain in the butt, but they can also be very, very useful.
Powell specializes in hoof care near the St. Ignatius ranch he grew up on. 3 years ago, his clients started chatting with him about their troubles with weeds.
I'd tell them a goat would eat that stuff, get a goat and they'd clean it up.
After a handful of comments in 1 week, he got an idea.
I thought, shoot, I've got some ground we can put some goats on and improve the ground, and maybe I'll haul them to these shoeing clients and, do that deal. Graze some weeds down and get paid for it.
That started Weed Eaters, LLC.
If that's what's there, that's what they're going to eat.
Powell hauls his herd from Polson to Missoula and beyond, doing weed and brush clearance and fire mitigation.
Usually I bring the goats and the fence and the dogs and everything. Typically, we're in and out within a few days. The goats work pretty fast.
With the right management, they'll only eat what you don't want.
This field was all weeds. All weeds. And then we reseeded it and all weeds came up again. And I just put the goats on it and they ate the weeds out. So now we've got a lot of grass.
Powell says the goats are great because they give people more ways to manage their weeds.
There's all sorts of problems with pesticides and different chemicals and things that everybody's using now. And not to say that that's wrong, not to say that it's right either, but there needs to be that other option. And I think the goats are that other option.
He's done a few jobs for the city of Missoula, even bringing goats to the Pleasant View neighborhood.
Everybody that was around really enjoyed watching them. We had people that would watch them all day.
Most of his jobs are at private homes. After all, they can even whack very hard to reach weeds.
Like a goat can go everywhere.
And Powell plans to keep the goats going. What started with about 50 goats grew to 75, then 100, then 130, with more on the way. He hopes more ranchers consider grazing into the game too.
I don't care if you run cow-calf, if you run yearlings, if you run sheep, if you run horses. The goats can be a very beneficial aspect to any operation because they pretty much eat everything that everything else doesn't want.
In St. Ignatius, Caroline Weiss, MTN News.
There's no question hunting is popular here in the Treasure State, but did you know there is a way you can hunt and help someone in need? The program is called Hunters Against Hunger. MTN's Cassidy Powers explains how it works. We do want to warn you, for hunters, you may be used to these visuals. For others, this footage can be considered a bit graphic.
What you see behind me may look like something out of a horror story, and trust me, it smells like something out of a horror story too, but I promise this is more of a hopeful story, as this meat is going to feed the hungry.
This is deer. You can see there's already several hundred pounds sitting there that's all going to the food bank.
700 pounds is only a fraction of the meat Cody Lightfoot and his partner Sarah see here at Yellowstone Processing. As many hunters know, this facility has been operational for over a decade at this location off I-90. But Cody and Sarah are the new owners as of last October.
We did 1,029 animals last year between October and February, and I'm thinking we're going to hit 2,000 or better this year.
This processing facility can hold up to 300 animals at a time.
This is kind of the skinning, receiving area here.
From deer to elk, even bison. But processing meat for hunters isn't the only thing Yellowstone Processing does.
Between the Veterans Meat Locker and the Gallatin Valley Food Bank, I know we gave both of them 12 or 1,400 pounds, somewhere in that ballpark each.
Yellowstone Processing donates meat to organizations around the area and participates in Hunters Against Hunger, a partnership between Montana Food Bank Network and Montana Fish, Wildlife and Parks. Hunters can donate their legally harvested meat to processing facilities, and that meat is sent to local food pantries. This is a statewide operation, but here's a general idea of how it works here at Yellowstone Processing.
And here's a good example of a food bank animal that was brought in. We get incoming weight of 245 pounds.
Hunters drop off their harvested animals free of charge, I might add, and they say they wish to donate the meat. Processors will take the animal, skin it, torch it, then
when they come out into the cutting room, they're going to break them down.
The meat is carefully sliced. Then, if it's going to the food bank,
The big old giant grinder that can do like 150 pounds at a time.
The burger meat is sealed, placed into food bank boxes, then stored in the freezer.
It's pretty cool to see that pile in the freezer getting bigger and bigger and bigger.
And when they finally have enough meat, it's shipped over to the Gallatin Valley Food Bank.
That's like the best food that we can give to our customers. It's culturally appropriate for Montana. We love getting it, and our customers love getting it.
That meat feeding families in need, free of charge.
I can't stress enough the need. You know, we're seeing just so many folks around that just are having trouble making ends meet, and that's a statewide experience.
Knowing that it's from our local area, it's processed here locally and then donated locally, and it's all staying right here. That's a pretty good feeling.
If you're a hunter and you want more information on how you can fight hunger, visit our website. In Bozeman, Cassidy Powers, MTN News.